Welcome back for Spiritual Storytime. I'm Becky Shapiro, a mind, body, spirit coach, soul compass, and catalyst. And my latest book is out. It's called Going Within, Connecting to My Spiritual Wings. And I'm really excited about this one because it's closer to the present. It starts in 2021, documenting my spiritual journey. So I wanted to share some with you. This is March 25th, 2022. This morning I did not sleep well. I woke up a lot after 4 a.m. The same thing happened yesterday as well. I went for a jog right after dropping my son off at school because I wanted to record a podcast episode. After the recording, I decided to stop at a huge boulder to sit and connect for a while. I was sitting directly in the sunshine. I allowed the heat to warm me. I imagined it opening up my third eye. As I tried to connect with my guides, I felt a different presence. It was coming from higher up than anyone else I usually connect with. It was as if it were speaking to me from a rainbow above me. It was my higher self. I've never communicated with my higher self before. My right ear has been clogged for weeks now. I figured it had to do with me needing to connect better with my husband, my son, the lady that I work with. I feel I've improved with all of them, but my ear was still clogged. Now I know why I'm waking up so much, and my ear still needs work. My higher self told me it's been trying to communicate for a long time. I needed to stop resisting what I heard and saw. I knew I'd been resisting visualizing for over a year now, visualizing my future, what I want, etc. But apparently visualizing is my strongest psychic skill, so I intend to start practicing. Soul has also told me I can scan someone's body and see what needs to heal, so I will start exploring that. Wow, a lot was coming in and happening for me. I was going with the flow as much as I could. All right, this is a couple days later on March 28th. I kept seeing 999, which meant I needed to finish something. My guides told me recently that I needed to work on revising and finishing this diary. So today I came back to it and started rereading old entries. As I revised the first year, which happened a decade ago, I couldn't believe how much happened and how much I've forgotten. I started to notice patterns and foreshadowing. I found spiritual breadcrumbs that were left for me along the way that I didn't notice at the time. The very first spirit that I helped needed my assistance with forgiveness. Just wow, that's been one of my callings all along. While working on myself energetically this morning, doubt came forward for me to release. Doubt that what I'm hearing from my guides or angels is real. I was recently told how it should sound when communicating with the divine, and it sounds different for me than it was described. I've decided to trust in myself and what I'm hearing. Doubt in my abilities. I use energy purging to release it. All right, I'm going to skip forward a little bit to April 16th. I made some time this morning before going in to teach yoga to connect in. I had a really hard time though. I kept getting distracted. I did connect with my soul though. My angels also told me I had an energetic wall around me to keep myself safe. Many of my chakras were off. I asked what was causing such an imbalance. I was told I'm not making time for daily connection, which is accurate. Later in the day, I committed to sitting down and working on myself, since I'm still resisting connecting in, from fear of what I will find if I really look inside. I searched for this energetic wall. I visualized it about 3 feet out, a red wall completely encircling me. I intentionally dropped it. Then, I just knew to check if there was another one. I visualized it about 10 feet out, a yellow wall completely encircling me. I intentionally dropped it. I checked for a third wall and smiled when I saw the color. About 15 feet out, a green wall completely encircled me. I intentionally dropped it. Did you notice the colors of a stoplight? Then I asked if there was any energy that needed to come forward. I got resistance towards working with my energy. I chose to release it and accept allowance. When the allowing energy came in, it was butterflies. So I checked back in with soul and asked if these were the butterflies I was supposed to notice. I got a yes. I was told to keep looking. When I opened my awareness up, I saw butterflies all around me. They've always been there. I just couldn't see them through my wall. I was told they're here to gently guide me through my transformation. Next, I made time for my higher self. I allowed myself to truly connect in and open up. I felt a tingling at the top of my head that arched over me in the shape of a rainbow. I allowed the connection into my body, inviting my higher self in. I could sense we were moving to my third eye, so I made sure to open it, allowing sunlight to shine in. I just allowed, and butterflies rushed in. So along my spiritual path, I document like 99% of what happens to me And I have been called to share this because it's helpful information for, especially for those that feel like they have nobody to turn to, don't know what's going on with them spiritually. They may have questions. And so this particular book is all about my journey going within and learning how to connect to myself, because let's face it, most of us don't know how to connect to ourselves very well. And once I started to do that, my psychic abilities just expanded exponentially. They completely blossomed. And it was the finally making time for myself that allowed all of this to happen. So if you're interested in the book, it is only 99 cents right now on Amazon. So if you go to my link, you can find that there. And let me know if you have any questions or comments. I'd love to hear them.